Just got back from SEMA and found a care package from Ralph, the Charger Juiced. The headline is, it's a Charger with a Viper engine. But really think about this. Anytime you try to shoehorn a 10-cylinder engine into a family sedan, you'd expect a lot of detailing. Let's take a look. So I was talking with Chris Nowak, who is the chief engineer of my beloved Challenger. He also had a big hand in developing this for SEMA this year. And he gave me an interesting tidbit. I thought this car started life as an SRT8. It didn't. It started life as an RT. So the first step, they pulled out the 5.7-liter V8 and replaced it with the 8.4-liter V10 from the Viper, 650 horsepower. So you think with that kind of a change, there's going to be a lot of modifications. The first one was a cold air induction box. That looks like a custom unit. It's not. It actually came off the shelf from Mopar. Those can fit bone stock onto a 5.7-liter V8 Hemi or the 6.4 that goes in the SRT8. This one's been modified to fit the intake plenum of the Viper V10. Now you have your big engine and it's breathing well, but what about the stiffness of the car? That's the job of the two crossbars. There's one in the front that was custom fabricated. If you remember, I did Target Newfoundland last year in a Challenger. That one had a Mopar unit that fit, it was literally out of the box and it fit right over the 6.4-liter V8. There's one for the 5.7 as well. This one is specifically designed for the Charger Juiced because of the 10-cylinder engine. Then there's one in the back. That is a Mopar unit that connects the shock towers, and the combination of the two make the body significantly stiffer. Now underneath the car, this is where Ralph, Chris, and all the Mopar guys had the most fun. They took a very big engine and put it in a slightly smaller car. So there's a lot of modification specifically in metalwork. Back here, the mount for the transmission is completely custom fabricated for this car. The oil pan, it's not as deep as you'd get on the Viper. What they've done is they've taken about 6 pieces of aluminum, welded them together, and created a higher capacity custom oil pan. Then, me and Gene and I recently put a Charger SRT8 up in the air and looked at it. That had front and rear stabilizer bars. They were about that thick. This one has front and rear stabilizer bars that are about that thick. Now, I've saved the best for last. About 2 years ago, Ralph and I shot a film at Willow Springs asking you a question. Do you want a manual transmission in a Charger? Well, guess what? We have our answer. This has the same Getrag unit that's in the Challenger SRT8. So we've got 650 horsepower with a 6-speed manual transmission. And oh, by the way, it's got a very cool pistol grip Hurst shifter.